Building a brand new triplex in Windsor, Ontario, I was able to perfectly do a BRRRR strategy, which means whatever the investment I put into that triplex, everything came out, plus I'm making positive $2,000 cash flow. So in this video, I'm going to share every little details, the cost, the cash flow, how much is the rents, what is the returns, how even that 2,000 can be turned into 3,000, 4,000 cash flow per month just from one project. And what are some of the hidden reasons that helped to make this project successful BRRRR. Namaskar, welcome back to my channel. This is Aditya Soma. I'm a real estate investor and real estate agent. If you're new here, on this channel, I talk about how to build wealth using real estate as a vehicle, generational wealth. If you're looking to achieve that financial freedom, if you want to quit your job by using the passive income, then this channel could be your answer. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. That means a lot for me. That will encourage me to make more videos like this. So let's straight get into today's topic. The project, the actual numbers that I'm going to talk, it's from actually not from my own project, because my project, if you have seen my other videos, I'm under construction. But the reason I took a leap of faith, because my partner who already executed successfully and have exact numbers that what he's getting, I'm going to present for you guys. So just a project summary. It's a legal triplex and the total triplex has total 10 bedrooms, 6 washrooms and 3 kitchens. So it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom units and all upper, second floor, main floor and basement together. So this property is located in Windsor, Ontario. This project took 6 to 8 months to finish it, from buying the land, getting the permits, to construction, placing the tenant. And goal with the project is, invest into something, put your money, build a solid rental property for long term that is going to make cash flow and take the money out that he invested. So that's what I'm doing as well, right? So the goal is to take the money out and have a solid rental property, makes positive cash flow every month. Now the actual cost to build this project, including the land, soft cost, holding cost, and actual building, labor and material cost, all together was 850,000. So if you want to know a full detail breakdown, I made a video, check out there, because there, I went through each little section. But on a summary, 850,000 is the total cost that he put in together into this project. So one of the tip here, the reason his cost is lower is, one, he bought the land in, it's like a B minus C plus neighborhood. So where the land cost is cheaper, plus there is no development fees. So the land cost was under 150,000 and no development fees. So that's almost 80-90,000 saving. As I mentioned earlier, it's a perfect BRRRR. What does BRRRR means? You're buying something in older properties, you're renovating, renting it out, refinancing and taking your equity out and repeating it. So that's one of the strategy. If you don't know what exactly that strategy means, check out my other videos where I made a lot of detailed videos of real examples and numbers. But for this video, I'm naming this strategy as a brand new BRRRR, because you're building something and actually whatever the money you put in, you're renting it out and refinancing and repeating the same. So this property appraised for 950,000. So because it's a triplex, it falls under residential. So the bank was able to give him 80% loan to value. So 80% on 950,000, it's 760,000. So I know you're going to ask, Aditya, you said he got all his money out. So I'm going to get to the detailed breakdown of BRRRR in a second. But for now, just understand that the property appraised for 950,000 and actual cost he put in is 850,000. That means he already made 100,000 equity in the deal. And here is the kicker. There is HST rebate. So whatever the construction cost, the material, labor, everything has HST element to it. And if you remember the layout I said, it's a 3 units and total 10 bedrooms. So if you're building in Ontario, anything over 10 bedrooms, 10 or more, you will get 100% HST back. That HST amount is close to 80,000. So now he spent 850,000 but minus 80,000. So what's his investment in the deal? 770,000. And now go back to the value, 950,000 is the value, and the bank gave him 80% loan to value, which is 760,000. But what was his investment? 770,000. So 10,000 is all what left in the deal. And I'm going to break down the cash flow and all, how he's going to get that 10,000 also within less than 4 to 6 months. Now let's get into the actual income, what is he's getting right now. So the 4-bedroom is generating 2,600, and the main 3-bedroom is rented out already for 2,500, and the lower rented out 2,400. So the total income he's generating is 7,500. So keep the income aside. Now what's the expenses on this project? So he has a mortgage for 760,000, and the mortgage with the current interest rate that he just refinanced, the mortgage payment is around 3,700, and the property tax is around $500. The insurance for that property is $300, and the property management, because he's not managing, he wants completely hands off, he gave it to property management, who is charging around 6 to 7%. But let's do a round figure with including HST, 10%, which is $750. And additional, he put aside $250 for other repairs and maintenance. So if you combine all those things, his total expenses are $5,500. What is the income he's getting? $7,500. So 7,500 minus 5,500. $2,000 cash flow. So how long it's going to take him to get that remaining $10,000? 5 months. And remember, the goal for him is not to sell, because he's not going to go sell it on the market. Oh, my appraisal came in for 950, I'm going to sell it and make some bucks. But the goal is to build actual wealth. So he already built 100,000 equity in the deal, and he's making $2,000 passive income every month. Investment is out. So, and all this happened in 10 months of his efforts. But here is the main key. If you're someone thinking of, oh, you know what, Ajay, it sounds really great, I want to do the same thing. One thing, don't get into new constructions if you don't have at least 200,000. The reason I say that, he bought the land with cash. The soft cost, he had cash. Because usually, the construction loan, you won't get it until you have the land and you have some certain work is done. Or, again, there are different lenders, look at different requirements. You might be able to leverage, but it's better you have cash in hand, at least the land cost and the soft cost, so that you won't have too much overhead on you. So saving on the holding cost and saving on the development cost, saving on the land price, plus taking advantage of the HST. So all these 4 reasons what made this project a perfect brand new BRRRR, where he got his money out plus making $2,000 cash flow. But in the beginning of the video, I promised I'm going to show a little additional strategy that he's going to apply soon, which he's going to do is make 1 unit a short-term rental. Furnish it out, it's going to cost 3,000-4,000 to furnish. And in Windsor, his property is located in a way where it's easy to do short-term rentals. And the short-term rent can shoot up even 4,000, 4,500. So short-term rents can be like for 2 months, for 3 months, for 4 months, because there is like a lot of people coming for especially the battery plant in Windsor. So there is a lot of demand for short-term rentals. And where you can, especially if it's a brand new unit, and if you decorate it well, you can increase your cash flow. For if you do 1 unit as a short-term rental, you can increase by at least very minimum $1,000. So 2,000 plus 1,000 additional, 3,000. If you want to do 3 units, now you can even get $5,000 cash flow. But again, that's a hypothetical. This guy is happy with the $2,000. But if you're someone, want to have that additional income, or maybe just need 1 or 2 properties if you want to completely retire, or, go focus on something that you want to enjoy, quit that job. See, this is something can help. And having these 3 units is one of my favorite way instead of building single family home, because now, for some reason 1 unit is vacant. The other 2 units are pretty much paying my expenses. So that's it's a low risk, because, in Windsor, in 2008, when the market was one of the most recession time, when the automotive industry completely bursted, we had 10% vacancy rate. So here we are talking about 30% vacancy rate for whole year. you still pay for itself. So let's assume that you don't have cash flow. So it's like low risk. That's exactly why I'm focusing on that. What do you think about, which city you want to build in, or if you're doing something in a different cities? I would love to learn your numbers because, personally, I am bullish about Windsor because I can get a cheaper lot and there is neighborhoods where I don't have development fees and I can take advantage of the government. I'm utilizing that HST rebates to make a BRRRR strategy. But any other cities, I would love to know your numbers. Either DM me on Instagram and let me know in the comments below. And if this is something makes sense to you, if you want to learn more, keep asking me your questions in the comments below. With that, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the numbers. And make sure hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video.